Hello everyone, welcome back to another Dark Deity episode. Today we're gonna continue to destroy Varric's resources and go from there. Irving, may I have a word? Of course, is something wrong? It's Elias. I've never seen him like this. He's sweating profusely and he's been like this all evening. Do you think it's the staff? Seems more than likely. You should check up on him. Elias? Gah! Blasted, Irving, I'm sorry. You just startled me. Next time I'd appreciate a warning. There's a cold on my feet. Yes, I know the launch failed. Thank you. That game's man. Ah! God blast it, Irving. Yeah, okay. Forgive me, but I must admit, I'm a bit concerned. Is everything alright? Better than alright. I'm closer than I've ever been. The limits, the edges of these astral spaces, hey. Many of them aren't limits at all. They're more like walls. Arcane barriers built to thwart a probing mind, which means there could be any number of things on the other side. All that's left to do is break through. I can feel them bending under my will. I just need to concentrate. Are you sure these barriers are breakable? I know that you've searched diligently. We should consider the possibility that aMayes isn't present in the staff at all. He is, I'm sure of it. I just need more time.
Pace yourself.
I see. Pace yourself, my friend. I can't have you overextended. We need you sharp on the battlefield. I know, I'm sorry I don't have more for you right now, but Corbin's recent discoveries are promising. Is that so? Perhaps, though, not as promising as I might have hoped. A staff forged before the calamity is bound to be steeped in more history than you can fathom. The arcane weapon has gone by many names. Miramak, the Dungeons of Yi, the Binding Branch, the Black Rose of Corella. We've traced the staff to various historical accounts and legends over the centuries. Good, that should shed some light. Holy moly, that should shed some light on the nature of this necromancer who wielded it. I thought so too, but about 300 years ago the trail simply runs cold. I can't find any known reference to the staff between then and when we first laid eyes on it in Drakenwald. That is troubling. Don't give up the search, I'm sure something will turn up. That may be, but I'm not convinced the Order of Eternals, or the Mystic Council for that matter, is sharing everything they know. With your permission, I'd like to present my findings to them, perhaps when they will see fit to disclose more relevant lore, however guarded it may be. If it's my blessing you want, you've had it all along. I don't know where we'd be without your scholarship.
I'm sure of it.
Your vote of confidence is much appreciated. In time, I will do it justice. You already have. Sloane, I'm surprised to find you wandering about so late. These caverns are safer than they once were, thanks to us.
Yes.
That they are. Well, good night. Actually, Irving, I was hoping I might catch you. It's about my father. Of course, I want to assure you I'm doing everything in my power to avoid a conflict. If we can topple Varric without coming to blows with the Valmyrans, we will. But that's just it. You can't.
What?
What do you mean? Irving, my father is not the kind of threat that can be ignored. Turn your back on him for an instant and he'll stick a knife in it. If your father's troops had reinforced Canopy Bridge, we would have seen the end of this revolution. We don't have time. We don't have the numbers to go chasing after him, and even if we did, we'd be fighting on enemy territory. Every day we wait, we delay the inevitable. If he amasses enough strength, he'll stop us dead in our tracks on the road to Sojourn. Are you proposing we march everyone right into whatever Henry Valmyran's prepared for them in the forest? No, we remove him quietly, then I become head of House Valmyran. Fear is his singular method of governance. His grip on his people is tight but brittle. If we break it, the people of Canopy will follow me to Sojourn. Sloane, he's your father. I know you two had differences, but isn't this man the man who raised you?
Cute.
Differences. That's the understatement of the century, and no, not in the slightest. I was raised exclusively by tutors and maids. Gods, I wouldn't know the first thing about sneaking to the Valmyran Manor. Neither would I. Then why even suggest it? Because I know someone who does, and he's agreed to help us. Are you sure he can be trusted? Perhaps he's more loyal to your father than you expect. I'm insulted at the suggestion. I'm never wrong about people, especially men. This one couldn't think for himself to save his life, especially if the request came from my lips. I see. At any rate, you'll meet him in the morning. I just need to convince you there's no way around this. You've made up your mind, then. Very much so. Well, I've learned better than to try and change
You're
it.
not half bad.
Then I've taught you well. Anyway, as you were saying, it's late. Good night. Good night, Sloane. I do hope you know what you're getting yourself into. Don't worry, Irving. I've been thinking about this for quite some time. We're ready to make the push for Sojourn. We have everything we need. Nearly everything. We still need a realistic plan to hold the kingdom together once we've ousted Varric. I don't imagine that's at the forefront of Sarah's mind. It's no great boon to Aramor to have its neighbors constantly plagued by rebellion. Of course, it's on my mind. I know we have Delian nobility among us. What would they suggest?
Naturally.
It's simple. It's simple, really. Gather all the heads of Delia's landed families for a meet, then have them vote in a new royal family. Was the corruption of the throne not what got us here in the first place? Maybe so, but at the moment, Delia requires stability. It's taken centuries to carve out the territories it encompasses. Leave the nobility out of the important decisions, and it will fracture right back into a million pieces. Monroe happens to be right. Any other form of rule would never be seen as legitimate. And therein lies the power and downfall of the monarchy, the unrelenting need for a ruler with the command to wield control and the strength of will to resist it. In long history since the calamity, those who possess both can be named in a single breath. But how will we win the support of the nobility before the gap we create with Varric's absence? First, we dispose my father. That will win us the support while the house is in canopy. As head of House Valmiran, I can legitimize our cause. I thought your father disowned you and stripped you of your titles.
Guess I'll state the
He's too
obvious.
proud to admit that to his own people. I doubt even Varric knows, and if he does, should all go right, that won't matter. Doesn't sound like that stayed much of a secret. Perhaps not a rumor monger.
Was that all?
Watch your tongue, witch. Listen, we need to remember who the real enemy is. Yes, Henry Valmiran. I don't suppose you've already come up with a plan. I have, but not without help. Allow me to introduce Braxton of Birchwood, the son of a former tutor of mine who serves as my father's personal cartographer. Although I must admit, this is more excitement than I've had in months. It's a pleasure to meet you all. And what use would we have for a cartographer's son? I assure you my own knowledge of geography is quite extensive. I make a valuable diplomatic asset. I can name the capital of every nation on Etland and Viora, as well as all of the minor outlying kingdoms of the Alhambra. Yes, Bracton, and we take your word for it. To answer your question, Monroe, as paranoid as my father is, he's constantly employing his architects to design new passages and methods of escape. The passages change frequently enough that my father has new maps of them drawn up every year. Maps that Braxton was able to get his hands on for me. The network is quite extensive through tree trunks and branches and roots, though I'm not sure it would be quite appropriate to. Braxton, would you please show our friends what you've bought for me?
Of course.
Yes, of course, right away. Well, I must say, this certainly looks promising. If we enter the southeastern tunnel, I should be able to navigate to the manor's atrium with ease, though I do hope you don't intend to seriously harm Lord Valmiran. Not any more than necessary for him to see reason.
Very good.
He is, after all, a reasonable man. We should instruct our troops to fall about a day behind. Once our task is done, we'll muster what forces we can in canopy and set out for Sojourn. Lincoln, can you make the preparations? Indeed. Of course. Alright, everyone else, you should make preparations of your own. We won't be returning here for some time. This is truly exciting history in the making. I wonder if I'll have a page or two devoted to myself in the records. Perhaps a footnote is more reasonable. That's true. Okay, so what does Bianca need? She needs one more tier 4. Okay. Make sure that that is actually the last one. Yep, okay, cool. She's fully upgraded. So let's do Ren. Needs tier 2 and tier 3. Okay. And 4 more tier 3s. Oh, never mind. Do 1 more tier 2. Just get somebody here. Oh, Sia, you needed a tier 1? I'm sorry. Just do Winraw, I guess. Let's make sure, yep. Good thing I looked, because that would have been bad. Excuse me.
What? You got...
Your right. Not possible. What do you mean? I'm all... Your miss.
You may have.
I. Listen. Nah.
Could have.
I'm sure of it.
Hard.
Oh yeah. Here's the deal.
Forget.
Oh yeah.
Huh? Fool. Definite point.
Oh gosh.
Certain.
I think.
Abs.
Hard.
Sure. I. Interest. I. You've. I'm a. What? I.
Stop.
Abs. Very well. All right.
Take.
Sure. Certain.
I'm afraid.
Brilliant. Certain. How? Sure.
Easily.
Very.
Huh?
Actually, I think no. That's.
Fart. Hat.
This is taking crap.
The attorney. Easily.
Of course.
Okay. After taking Canopy Bridge, only one strategic target remains between the revolutionists joined Henry Valmiran. The overseer of the Canopy region, he has been terrorizing the area for years. If the revolutionists seeks to rebuild the Laya after defeating Varric, Henry must go. His malice is simply too dangerous. Nobody knows this better than his disgraced daughter Sloane. And here we are. How's that for service? Excellent. Thank you, Braxton. It is best if you stay out of trouble now. You know, I was so glad to be rid of this place, but it's good to be home. Sloane promised me something and Father yields to spare his life. That's quite an amusing image, actually. I can make that promise with confidence everything won't. You're right about that, daughter. Lord Valmiran, there's one way out of this for you. We're offering it now. Surrender your claim on your lands and release your people from your wrath. You've brought guests. I'm glad to see you're making friends, Sloane, but this is more than I expected. I'll have to find a way to accommodate. I just thought one of him was too much. He's form splitting. I've never seen someone do it more than twice. Which one do I hit? Any of them. If we hurt one, we hurt them all. Come on. Oh, cool. Cool. So just hit one. We'll see what the, what do we got? So, Big Bad is here. 2,000? Jesus. Where? That should be good. Yeah. That works. I mean, don't I just want to get up to them? Oh. Oh, I see. He's not actually that. Okay. We'll go this way.
Stop poking me.
Here.
Probably have you go there. Actually, can you?
Here. The hunt is on. You've drawn your last breath.
What'll it be?
Very well.
I'd be honored.
Ooh. Who else needs to go? Oh, you.
Don't mind if I do.
Excuse me. Okay. That's not good. Okay. A ram, that's a new one. Who? Wait, who got hurt? Oh, you got hurt.
This should be fun.
God, Corbin, you suck. Or Garrett. Corbin's great.
Very well.
Corbin is great. It's... Garrett sucks.
As you command.
That's rough. That's fucking rough. Hmm?
More work?
Aye. Don't mind if I do.
It's on!
Yes.
What'll it be?
I've got it.
Onward. Wrong day to play hero.
Maybe with some style next time.
One health. Jesus.
Aye, that'll do.
More work? Hey, idiot, you're gonna die.
I'm on another level. Here.
I could have done that.
The hunt is on.
Don't try to impress me.
So it shall be. From ember to flame.
There we go, finally, Jesus.
I'd be honored.
And Garrick's dead. So that sucks.
Sure bungled this one.
Mm-hmm. You evidently did. He's dead. He's not dead.
I will persevere.
I could have done that.
But you didn't.
Be honored that I'll kill you myself. Impressive, is it not?
Fine by me.
Oh, fuck. Oh! They're different weapons. Interesting.
Don't look at me. If I must.
Ah, his thing's broken. I see. Great.
Can do. Wrong day to play hero.
I could have done that.
But you didn't. Oh, I see. He's hitting me through the wall. Makes sense.
And here I thought I'd seen it all.
Leave it to me.
Very well.
Am I needed?
As you command. You crossed the wrong Valburen!
Oh, come on, really?
Alright, I'ma head out.
That's so dumb.
How dare you!
That's a problem.
This will serve me well.
Oh.
Nice.
Impressive, is it not?
Yes.
Onward.
Interesting. Diligence is its own reward.
Am I needed? In position. You're really gonna try me? Not bad, not bad.
$41. Yep.
You're really gonna try me?
I could have done that.
But you didn't.
Yes. The hunt is on.
Onward. Now, the might of Threlisar!
Can't say I pity them. This will do.
I thought I was stronger.
I don't understand.
The hunt is on.
Experience is a fine weapon.
And here I thought I'd seen it all.
Very well. You aren't worth the ink!
I'd be honored.
Barbaric, but effective. As you command.
Wrong day to play hero. Yield now or die!
Don't mind if I do! Aye, that'll do.
Nothing much, just playing this. Trying to fight the big bad that keeps beating my ass. Other than that, we're doing pretty good.
Easily done.
Onward.
How about you? What's up, dude?
I'd be honored.
Oh, we still need to go.
Wrong day to play hero.
There we go. Nice. I think this next turn we should have him dead. Hopefully. Oh, they're trying to heal him.
Can do.
That makes sense.
You're really gonna try me?
Yeah, because he was just at 300, but now he's at... Ah, okay. I see.
How can I assist?
What'll it be? Onward. I'd be honored.
We're getting there. We're so close. Oh my gosh.
Don't blink.
That's not enough. Nope. Damn, I would've been sick. Just healed him too. Just healed him. Oh, well, he's dead. That's awesome. Your game is up, Valmiran. You'll pay for the pain you've caused. Pain I've caused? This is no children's story, Captain. Death is a daily occurrence. Why not benefit? Anyone mind if I finish the job before the evil speech?
No.
Please do. No, it should be me. Sloane, it doesn't have to be. My dear Sloane, look how strong you've become. Only took the combined strength of your friends to best your dear old dad.
You'll never be worthy.
Of the name. Finally. I've seen many brutal things that'll make the list. You deserved it. I'm proud of her. What is most difficult is sometimes most necessary. Come the dawn is breaking, our troops will be arriving soon. Help me clean this up. We'll be staying here for a couple days. They say if you don't give a monster a proper burial, you risk it returning from the dead. They didn't teach us how to do this in Brookstead. No, they very much did not. You should check in on Sloane. She seemed to have handled herself quite well. Can't say I know that's true. Either way, that's your job now, fearless leader. Do you ever plan on not annoying me? I've really been giving that some thought, actually. And no, I don't. Good to know some things never change. Chapter 24, March on Sojourn. 3 more chapters left. Hey, do you have a moment? Oh, sure. Is everything alright? You haven't seemed yourself since, you know. Sloane. Do you remember how they looked at you?
What?
What do you mean? After Sterling's death? As if I were about to burst into tears or flames. Right, hard to forget. I've been getting those looks since yesterday. It's making my skin crawl. I hate to say it, but you'll get used to it. That or they'll forget, maybe a bit of both. I know, but actually that isn't really an issue for me most of the time. It's fine if you need some time. Gods know I did too.
No.
No, that's just it. I don't need time. I'm ready. They're all looking at me like I should be hurting, like I should care that I just killed my father. But I don't. It means nothing to me. I feel nothing. You can't know how desperately I want to understand why you're looking at me that way right now. I guess I've just never had people who cared like this before. Surely your nurses cared for you. They cared for me, but they didn't care about me. Everyone around me has only ever seen me as a means to an end, and I think I've done the same. But I care about our friends. We're in uncharted territory, and I'm fighting every day not to lose sight of that. Look, I know this isn't my place to say, but your childhood did you every disservice it could have. Even in the time that I've known you, you've come such a long way. You don't unlearn 2 decades in 6 months.
I don't get it.
I know, but I still can't understand. What am I supposed to feel right now? I'm sorry, this was a mistake.
Don't worry.
Stop, this was not a mistake. To the abyss with how you're supposed to feel. You feel how you feel, and that's that. This is a better group to fight and grow with than I ever could have prayed for, but their expectations don't define you. You're going to come along at your own pace. I, for one, am impressed with how far you've come. Are you really? For all that, I've always been able to read people. You're like a slab of granite. I never know what you're thinking. Well, you aren't the only one that's built up walls. I found it easier to break them down with help, so I keep hearing.
Yes.
But let me answer your questions. Yes, I'm impressed with how far you've come. Not long ago, you were this feisty, selfish thing, yelling at us even after we rescued you. Now look at us. We're leading a revolution together. You're an essential piece of it, and it has nothing to do with pushing a personal agenda. It's been a long journey, hasn't it? It has. I am more than thankful that you're still along with us. We couldn't be doing this without you, and in many more ways than your political situation. Thank you, Irving. I think I needed someone to help me walk through this silly thing, Matt. Not silly at all. You're human, even if you're only just now letting yourself realize that. Irving, I'm glad you can make it. Dave, want to say a word about you present? A word about what have you made a breakthrough? Not exactly, but I've just received explicit from the Mystic Council to share what I know. I see, go on then. My council, along with the Order of Eternals, was founded in the immediate aftermath of the Calamity. Before the fall of the Empire, the members belonged to the same body, one that fulfilled a sort of combined purpose. It is called the Magisterium Arcana and functioned as a sort of independent branch of the imperial government. Its members were some of the most widely respected academics of the time, charged with the study, application, and protection of arcane objects. Why the Order of Eternals was formed specifically to account for the aspects, I do not know. Thus, do you have any knowledge of this? Not specifically, I'm hoping whatever we receive back from the Order will help clarify that. Intriguing, though I'm not quite sure how this relates to Akmenos or the staff.
Actually,
That's what I'm getting to. The grief-stricken sorcerer who created the staff did so just before the Calamity, after which it was stolen by a student with divine ambitions.
What?
Divine ambitions? What do you mean? Irving, there's reason to believe the legends of the Age of Ascension are more than just stories. It seems some incredibly gifted mortals were actually able to obtain elevated levels of significance in the astral plane upon excelling in certain areas of
It
life.
can't be.
Elevated levels of significance? It's true, then, that each of the gods revered across Tereza was once mortal like us. If gods is the term you ascribe to them, then yes. Then did the student
I think
succeed?
not.
Quite the opposite. He designed a ritual which he called the Rite of Ascension to realize his ambitions, but it went terribly wrong. I believe it may actually be linked to the cause of the calamity itself. And what do you know of this ritual? That seems to be the final piece missing in all this. The Mystic Council has no record of it, other than to say that knowledge is kept by the Order of Eternals. Festive, does this spark anything in
I'm
your
afraid
memory?
not.
I know the Order has a highly restricted archive at Cosmere, but I've never had cause to visit it. I'll already press them for anything that might help. I suspect if my superiors know anything of it, I'll be the first to know. Cosmere, that name has been tied up in all of this before. All the more reason so much depends upon receiving word from the Order. I suspect Agamemnos could be of great service to us in answering these questions if he could be compelled to help us. I suspect you're right, Elias. Are we any closer to tracking him down? Yes and no. What do you mean? On the one hand, I've found him. That's great news. You should have said something. We should be able to employ his own devices to get him to share what he knows.
Hold on.
Unfortunately, it's not so simple. He's learned a great deal about me from the time I've spent inside his Macamebkal. With the knowledge of my weaknesses, I don't think I'll be able to face him alone. The only viable strategy I can think of would be to lure him out of the staff somehow. I wouldn't even know where to begin doing that, and at the very least it would likely require his cooperation. So much hangs on a few things which grow more and more unlikely with each passing day. Let's each hope for a stroke of luck or inspiration of both. At this point, direct confrontation with Varric seems inevitable. I expect this knowledge will become essential soon. The odds have never been better, and there's no reason to believe they ever will be. The time is to strike now or never. Sojourn is completely cut off from its arms and provisions, and the majority of the Delians are on our
Agreed.
side. My contacts inform me soldiers on the road are already deserting in droves. Once word spreads that the scourge of Valmiran has been lifted from Canopy, every commoner east of the Dragon's Tail would be taking up arms to fight by our side. Even so, the question remains of how to take the city. A siege in the traditional choice, though with a city the size of Sojourn, it would be rather difficult. Can we pull it off? If the garrison spreads itself as thin as we would to surround it, yes. But if they concentrated their forces, they surely be able to break through and reset the clock. Only the common people stand to lose in sieges. Even tyrants keep their soldiers warm and fed. Besides, we'd have to account for attrition on our side as well. A direct assault is the only viable option. Certainly, if we could defeat Varric, the city would fall. His command over his officers seemed to be the only thing keeping his soldiers in service to him. Would our forces suffice to get us to the keep in a direct assault? I expect so, but we need to defeat Varric quickly to prevent them from getting surrounded and pelted from every direction. Time would not be on our side. We've raced the same glass and won before. Direct assault is the best choice for the people of Delia. If we do succeed in disposing Varric, we'll need the support to rebuild. Again, it seems we're destined to take the path most fraught with peril, but I must agree, this is what justice demands.
When you're ready, follow
Lincoln,
me.
mobilize the troops for an assault as quickly as you can and report back when we're ready. It's time to take this war back to the man who started it. Do I have to do 5 more bonds? More freaking bonds, man. I don't want to do more bonds. Ugh. Okay. So then I need... So... Okay.
Hard. I think
You think?
that's. Very.
Not bad. You think?
No time. Come.
Who'da thunk?
You got. Oh yeah.
Was that?
I'll probably end the stream after I do these bonds. Because I think it'd be cool to save it for the next episode.
What?
Plus I have to do some
Come
stuff soon.
Uh-huh. You think? Huh?
That's.
It's not.
We.
The attorney.
No.
You are. Of course.
Like right away.
Alright. That's where I'm gonna save it. And thank you all so much for watching. I have a one more third upgrade. Does anyone need tier 3? Yup. Okay. Cool. Well, I'll see you guys in the next one.